What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Marcus, Muscle Man Marcus, Prince of Volume. It's a leg day. Leg day. Everybody loves leg day. Everybody loves to skip leg day. Everybody does. They love to skip leg day. But anyways, so okay, this how this one started. So I was talking to Bruce, and I was telling him what I did. He was like, "That's a lot of volume." And that's how I train for the most part. Especially over the years, this is how I got to where I am. All that hypertrophy over the years has helped me build the thick, dense, quality muscle. And I like the way I look, and I got strong off of this. But at the same time, it's great to get a different stimulus. Working with a different set of numbers. By a different set of numbers, I mean a different rep range, rep scheme, percentage wise. And he was like, "Yeah, you should try lowering your volume." And I was like, well, maybe he's right. So there, you can lower the volume while increasing the intensity. And well, how do you do that, Marcus? Well, this is what I thought. I was like, you know what? 5 by 10, right? What do I normally use? I would use a 355 or 365 or not, not even. More like 355, 345. Instead, I did 3 sets of 8 at around 85%. So I used 375 for 3 sets of 8. And Bruce told me to call him when I completed 3 sets of 10 with 375. And I'm preparing to make that phone call because it's going to happen. And usually when I get these volume PRs, I'm able to gauge my strength and kind of see where my max is. Mind you, I haven't quite maxed out yet, and I'm kind of scared, to be honest, because I haven't maxed out on a squat before. I'd rather go towards a rep PR versus a heavy max. But this meet in March, and I'm gonna have a chance to quote unquote max out 3 times and see what happens. But I'm gonna have to get over it. But if I hit 375 for 10 to 12, that would put me at 530 or 525 on my max. And I'm like, let's get to work. And I was pumped. So warmed up. I always make sure I warm up real good, especially with my legs, because my legs, you gotta take tender love and care towards the legs, because this is a big muscle, and you do something really weird or awkward or twist weird, your whole leg day could be like. So I make sure I really get my hips. I make sure I take my times on the squat. Take my time on the squat. Sitting there, just warming up good and whatnot. And a lot of people don't talk about the warm up, but I feel like the warm up is the most important part of the workout, as well as the cool down. But I don't cool down like I should. I'm not gonna lie, but the warm up is very important. But I got to 375. 375 felt like butter. And by butter, I meant it was like rocks in the butter. That joint was hard. It was hard. But it's a workout. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to figure out why people think that the workout is supposed to be easy. Like, in a sense, yeah, if you working with percentages and you're prescribed to hit a certain weight a certain amount of times, yeah. But at the same time, if you don't feel like you're getting pushed or you're not working out, then what's the purpose? What's the point? I don't know. Maybe people think it's supposed to be just and they just hand it to you, but that's not the case. I feel like at some point you should be exhausted or tired, or you should be in the middle of a set and you should be like, dang, do I really want to do this? I'm at 5. I got 6 more. Do I really want to keep going? And I to be honest, I really feel like it should be like that. But anyways, the sets weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. The rest at most was 5 minutes. I didn't take any longer than that, and it was just intense. You can keep the intensity high and keep the volume low, and that's me personally. I think that's how you do it. That's a great way to do it. And then after that, 3 exercises. I did the reverse lunge. I love the reverse lunge because it hits my quad, but the reverse lunge really hits my glutes. I don't know why, but I had work that night and my glutes was sore than a mug. I was like, golly. And I also did stiff legs instead of Romanian, so I locked my knees, and like instead of going all the way up and squeezing, I just stopped like right there, so I can almost keep the tension on it. And I went down and I stopped right there just to keep the tension. And it was just a different feel. So I'm gonna start doing it like that for a while. And last but not least, lying hamstring curls. Can't go wrong with the lying hamstring curls, but I'm trying to make sure I really focused on the negative, because lately I've been playing with the tension on things, exercises, biceps, triceps, whatever the case may be. And I'm feeling it more. I'm getting more connection with my muscle when I really count to 4 on the negative and then come up versus just like yamming them out. Yamming it out. You gotta sometimes, like, you gotta make love, man. You gotta, man, let me keep this joint PG-3, man. PG-3, not PG-13, but PG-3. Anyways, yeah, guys, that was the workout, man. Legs, you gotta, if you don't love your legs, you walk around on them joints. At least you could do what? No, let me tell you something. I've heard someone say, "Oh, I don't need to work legs. I walk around all day." What? Anyways, Muscle Man Marcus. Muscle Man Marcus says love your legs. LYL, love your legs.